Hi, everybody. This is a very interesting day where we have got a breaking news that Mr. Ong Beng Seng has been issued notice of arrest. I think that constitute to an arrest, okay, and somehow he is involved in the case involving Minister Iswaran. Now, I've been warned many times by my family members not to talk about this case, and I won't, okay, especially on Minister Iswaran, because none of us know exactly what happened whatsoever. But I think we can have a gossip session about Mr. Ong Beng Seng, a very interesting and colourful person. I have a small encounter with him in my life before, and from what I can read from news and social media, I thought it's good to give everybody a picture of the colorful personality that's involved here. So anyway, so who is Mr. Ong Beng Seng? Okay, he's a billionaire, a rich man, right? He was a Malaysian. I think today he is a PR, not a Singaporean, or not a Singaporean yet. And clearly he started off coming to Singapore and in his initial years is very low profile, very low profile. Okay, but along the way, he actually became very rich. So he actually came with his family when he was 4. Okay, and I think he's a PR, not a Singaporean yet. Okay, he attended ACS, very good sportsman. Okay, and studied in UK. Okay, 1972 when I was born. Okay, he was married to this lady called Christina Fu, and interestingly, Christina Fu's father, Mr. Peter Fu, was the owner of a oil trading company called Kwok International. Clearly, he married into a rich lady's family, right? In 1975, he joined his father-in-law's business, where he made a lot of money in predicting the prices of oil and things like that. So he's very good in oil speculation, apparently, right? So he was very elusive, according to the media. Very few people know about him and whatsoever. And he was then, later became very popular when he founded HPL, Hotel Property Limited. He bought a hotel. Let me scroll. He bought Hotel Hilton Hotel for $72 million in 1980. Now in 1980, I was barely 8 years old. So $72 million then must be worth, I don't know, easily in today's price, $500 million or $1 billion or so. And HPL was incorporated in 1980, and it was listed in 1982. Well, in 2 years got listed. That's amazing, man. Then Mr. Ong Beng Seng went on to hospitality, retail, lifestyle. The very famous business that he's in is Club 21. I don't know if you all know Club 21, but Club 21 has a lot of the distributorship to many top brands, Armani, DKNY, and things like that in Singapore. So he's really very successful. Then they start going after, targeting and acquiring other hotels. I think Four Seasons was one of them, and I'm sure there are others along Orchard Road as well. So very, interesting. He has a reputation, and I heard this from the industry as well. He has a reputation as a womanizer or something like that of some form. This one I cannot substantiate, but it was in the news that says that if you want to meet him, try one of more popular nightclub, like the Chinose, excuse me, Chinose, and or the top 10. Just hit for where the prettiest women are. So that's what the media wrote about him, which I thought was quite interesting. Okay. Um, by 2022, they were ranked by Forbes to be the 24th richest person in Singapore. Okay, net worth about 2.3 billion Singapore dollar. Okay, um, and and that's amazing, right? Sorry, I think Club 21 is owned by his wife, not him. Okay, um, so I'm surprised to hear this news. They actually have the power to bail out Mulberry. Okay, Mulberry is a very famous luxury brand. I think from UK. Is Mulberry from UK? Mulberry is from UK. Okay, yeah. So they actually take over the company in 2003. I didn't know that Mulberry is owned by Singaporean. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Now the most interesting one, which I think is in the center of, possibly in the center of this whole saga, is Formula One. Okay, Formula One. I was involved in Formula One. I think in the year 2012, Singtel was hosting Formula One as the title sponsor, and I just came back from US and I was appointed the head of the Formula One committee. So I actually organized the Singtel part of Formula One for Singtel. That was where I had one encounter with Mr. Ong Beng Seng. Okay, very high energy man. That was 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, he's now 78 or something like that. So 10 years ago, he was 68. He seems younger than that, man. Very high energy. Yeah, very high energy. Very down to, very quite easy to talk to. A brief encounter only, not much encounter. But surrounding him will be a lot of the, solid stars, and because Formula One organizes all these big events and invite all these stars over, right? So you may not know, but Formula One, there are different tiers of ticket, right? The highest tier of ticket is called the Paddock Club. I think the Paddock Club, first of all, I don't even know where you can buy a ticket at Paddock Club. But a Paddock Club ticket is worth, like, I don't know, $5,000-$10,000 or something like that. Some amazing amount of ticket price. And then there is a second tier called the Sky Suite. The Sky Suite is probably half the price of that. Really expensive, insanely expensive. So anybody who can have access to the Formula One Sky Suite or Paddock Club, you must be there. You must be there. So Singtel had a Paddock Club during the year I was organizing, so I know some of this detail. And some really big shots are entitled to to go into this one. I was just the organizer. It was then and my only time that I have a chance to meet the Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, and shake his hand, because I was welcoming him into my Paddock Club. I was the MC host for the day, and he walked towards my Paddock Club, and I welcomed him. There we had a joke about. I have a joke. It was quite funny. So this is can you imagine that I have a whole room of very big shot people. Okay, all the big top guests of Singtel in F1, and next door or two doors away, I think it's the Temasek Paddock Club or something like that. Okay, so I think the Prime Minister was there. Then we invited him to come over just to say hi, which I think he kindly agreed. So I told his bodyguard or press secretary or his kakia to tell me when he's coming over, right? So can you imagine? So I was standing at the door. Okay, I was standing at the door, and I saw, I see the Prime Minister walking towards me with a lot of people around him. So I tell everybody to sedia, right, to come stand up, in my room. Now none of them can see him because from the door is here and he's walking down a corridor. Everybody in the room. So I was standing outside the door. I tell everybody with mic, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and wait for Prime Minister to arrive. Then halfway, the Prime Minister come and got hijacked by someone and was talking to him for 5 minutes. And everybody in my room, the CEO, the board of directors, everybody was standing up looking at me. I'm looking at the Prime Minister, and none of them could see the Prime Minister. All look at me like, why are we standing? I was like, the Prime Minister is just there, guys. And he's talking to someone. And imagine I asked everybody to sit down, and the minute the Prime Minister then come to our room, and then everybody's sitting down, not very nice, right? So I made everybody stand up for 5 minutes and wait for Prime Minister. So anyway, Prime Minister eventually came. I have a chance to then shake his hand. I say, Prime Minister Lee, welcome to our suite, and of course I welcome everybody, right? So, but there was then I had the encounter with Mr. Ong Beng Seng. Mr. Ong Beng Seng was behind the entourage. Okay, a short word with him, not much. I can't really remember the detail what I said. Very didn't strike me that he's 70 years old or 68 years old then. He was very young looking, very flamboyant, right? I want to be like his looks if I reach his age, man. Yeah, many people are half dead looking at the age. But anyway, but is in this F1 where you really have big, big shot people coming in and big events. Singtel was very careful in who we issue the tickets to for F1, who is entitled to. All these are cleared by the CEO at the highest level. It's very, very like not some Tom, Dick, and Harry can get into access to F1. Yeah, so so I have no idea what happened, but clearly right now, Mr. Ong Beng Seng will soon have to be involved in this investigation, quite serious. And I think the only thing I could say is that it is good that our government, really, have the political courage to stand up and deal with matters as it comes. Okay, of course, a lot of people are not very happy that this kind of thing happened, but you know what? It happens. Okay, yeah. But more importantly is let's watch and unfold what happens along the way. Okay, this is a truly interesting and interesting story. I was just a few weeks ago. I was just with some Malaysian big shots, and they were telling me how exciting their political arena is. You have a change of prime minister again and again in the past, I don't know, 5 years or so. And I said that Singapore politics is very boring. It's just chances are, I bet you guys don't KK. Apart from the Prime Minister himself, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, I can almost say 70 to 80% of you don't even know which minister hold what portfolio, who's the Deputy Prime Minister's name, right? And things like that, right? Most of us are just ignorant. It's just our politics too boring. I guess not anymore. Okay, not anymore. So I think let's watch and see what's going on. This is not exactly 1M65, but I think I just want to chip in the gossip and see, and just watch the news. So let's see what happens and unfold. This will be an interesting news to develop. A lot of Telegram messages, WhatsApp messages are running around, certain conspiracy theory. I'm not gonna tell you some of this because it's totally baseless. But I think let's wait for the official news. And I think DPM Lawrence Wong have said in the case of the Rideout Road black and white houses case, the CPIB is able to take weeks to solve this because it was very easy to solve, at least finish the investigation. I'm not too sure this one would take that short a time. So I think we watch and see, and I'm sure everybody will be speculating what happened, but let's watch and see, but take faith that the government is leaving no stones unturned, and we should. I'm personally quite comforted and proud that our government have the political and moral courage to deal with this matter head on. Okay, so anyway, this is just me, Lou, doing a gossip session and signing off. Okay, so please remember hit subscribe and bell if I hear, if you guys have anything to chip in, just add them in the comment or join my Telegram group. Okay, but Telegram group don't talk about politics, talk about money making only. All right. Okay. All right. With this, let's sign off now. Okay. Thank you.